Austin, watching Free Speech TV in Buck Hills Falls, Pennsylvania. Hey, Austin, what's up?
How you doing, Tom?
Great. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Fine. So what's on your mind, Austin?
Okay, so I wanted to call you. I turned you on today, and you were talking about commercialization of media, Clinton in 1997, so I wanted to talk about native advertising and branded entertainment. But I don't know, I've actually, at the last second, I've never heard you talk about like ISIS and the Middle East and what Obama has on his plate and what to what extent has this been created? Because as you know, on the left, there is like a range of opinion on this, like a spectrum. And on the one end,
do you think, Austin, right now that ISIS would exist if George W. Bush had not been president of the United States?
If he had not been president of the United States,
right?
Yeah, I think there would be some equivalent.
Yeah, well, that's the fundamental difference then in our worldviews. If you look at ISIS in Iraq, you find that it is almost entirely ex-Iraqi military, because George Bush came in and said, we don't want anybody who had anything to do with the Ba'ath Party. You had to be a Ba'ath Party member in order to have a job with the Iraqi government. The Iraqi government controlled about 3/4 of the entire industry of Iraq. So all the people working in all the factories got laid off. And the Ba'ath Party was 100% of the army. So 500,000 men in the army got laid off. And they got permanently banned up until about a year ago. And they're Sunnis now, and the Shias have taken over the government. We helped hand the government over to the Shias. And so they're still banned. So you've got about 1 million, maybe 2 million people, virtually all of them men, virtually all of them of military age, and 500,000 of them in the army, and another maybe 100,000 in various police forces around the country were told to leave, and they took their weapons with them. That is ISIS in Iraq. Now in Syria, you've got ISIS as an insurgency movement, and again, I suspect that had Bush not been president, had we not had these stupid wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, that ISIS wouldn't be there. Although there is a very, very large global warming component to what's going on across the Middle East because of the food shortages, particularly the bread shortages in Tunisia that kind of triggered the so-called Arab Spring. So you've got a confluence of events, but I would submit to you that George W. Bush created this hell. He opened the gates of hell. What should Obama do about it? I don't know. How do you put back together an egg that's been dropped on the sidewalk?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I wasn't trying to get into I wasn't trying to make it administration specific or president specific. I was talking about
you have
sort of spectrum. No, I mean you could, but hold on, Tom. I'm talking about like a spectrum of opinion on the left that at the very least concedes that ISIS and these moderate rebels are a result of kind of like the drone warfare terrorists creating,
Yeah, I disagree with the president's drone policy. I've said that many times, and I think that we're creating more terrorists than we're stopping. But the net of this whole thing, Austin, I like Bernie Sanders' suggestion. The third largest military in the world is Saudi Arabia's. There is no shortage. If the Arab League got it, if the rest of the world said, we're not going to fight wars in your part of the world anymore, it's up to you guys, the Arab League and other groups in that region. You're the ones who are now responsible for making this thing happen. Good luck. And when it comes time to rebuild, when things are safe, we have a debt to you, and we will help rebuild. But until then, good luck. That would be my position. Thank you, Austin.